Bonjour, my name is Janima Creighton. I'm with Group 4. My team members are Taryn Grover, David Goggins, and John Gaffey, and today we will be discussing Les Affairs in France or business in France. Today we will be discussing cultural awareness, nonverbal considerations, internships, techniques for conducting job searches, and recruiter expectations. Cultural awareness. This consists of conducting business in France, education in France, French business and management structure, women in business, how to communicate effectively, greetings, and business etiquette. Conducting business in France, it's important to know the two main elements that greatly influence it, which are the role of the government and the importance of education. When it comes to conducting business in France, it is imperative for one to obtain a higher level of education. You can either do so at either a regular university or one of the Grand Écoles. This graphic just depicts the differences between attending a regular university as opposed to a Grand École university. French business management structure. Most of the time, French companies tend to function with a hierarchy system. The CEO is equivalent to what they call over there is the PDG. It controls and determines the future of the company. Below the PDG, there are various managers who hold higher status than the ones below them. Senior management in most French companies were educated at the Grand Écoles. The majority of women in France business represented retail and service industries. However, for a woman to obtain a higher stance in business, it's important for her to obtain a higher level of education. How to communicate effectively. The French have a great respect for elegance in the use of their language. If you don't speak good French, it's best to just not speak it at all. Written business is extremely formal. Debate in France can often be seen as confrontational, and during discussions, one may be interrupted quite often. Greetings. At a business or social meeting, it's important to shake hands with everyone there. Men usually initiate handshakes with women. Bonjour is a greeting used in the morning, but it can also be used in the afternoon. Business etiquette. Punctuality is something that is treated very casually in France. Written communication is very formal. Meetings are to discuss issues, not to make decisions, and you have to wait to be told where to sit. Nonverbal considerations is the next topic. We will be discussing dress code appearance, kinesics, or the use of body language, and proxemics, the use of space. Dress code and appearance are very important in that business dress there is very understated and stylish. Men typically wear dark colors, where women wear lighter colored dresses. Dress codes vary depending on the position that one holds, and it's important to remember that in France, appearance is something that is very important at all times. Kinesics, or the use of body language, is imperative. It's important to not sit with your legs spread apart. Keep your hands out of your pockets. Do not yawn or scratch in public, and it's important to always maintain direct eye contact. Proxemics is very essential. The French culture is one of very high context, meaning that as a whole, the French culture leaves many things unsaid. It's important to consider your spacing whenever speaking with someone on a business level, which is usually about an arm's length apart, as opposed to someone on a personal level, which is about this close, and speaking to someone on an intimate level will be a lot closer. Internships. When it comes to pursuing an internship in France, there are many different recruitment organizations that one could use to help either help you find a job either based on your skill set or your desired career goal. Techniques include different online job searches and federal means and newspaper and published media. The recruiter expectations include cover letters, vitae resumes, interviews, and follow-up correspondences. With cover letters, they should be short and focus on the position you're applying for. There should be a reference line at the top, an opening paragraph, two main body paragraphs, and a closing paragraph. Vitae resumes, it's important to not let your resume be too extensive. One page should usually be enough. It includes personal information, education, professional experience, computer skills, fluency in foreign languages, and private information. Interviews, the best way to conduct oneself in an interview is to be courteous and assertive, but not too direct. The French employer will look for someone who can integrate their own abilities into the companies and be able to grow and follow company protocol. Follow-up correspondences are typically handwritten, and they're welcome, and they can be seen as hierarchical in the hierarchical system with respect to that. Spelling and grammar must be flawless. It is proper to follow up the interview as soon as possible or within one business week. In conclusion, cultural awareness is something that you should take into consideration whenever communicating with someone in France, simply because communication is important depending on whether or not you communicate effectively. Again, it's important that if you don't know how to speak French, that you don't speak it. With nonverbal considerations, again, it's important to remember your Proximate and kinesics, whenever you're speaking to someone, remember that you can either speak to them on a business or social or personal level. And with recruiter expectations, remember that your resume shouldn't be too long and that your cover letters and all that is included. And that's it. Thank you.